What if I told you Netflix's biggest product isn't movies? It's your attention. Because behind every "Are you still watching?" is one of the smartest business models ever created. A company that went from mailing DVDs to completely changing how the world consumes entertainment. And today, Netflix doesn't just compete with TV. It competes with sleep, with social media, with YouTube, even with your free time. So how did Netflix build a system that keeps over 300 million people hooked? And why are other streaming companies still struggling to copy it? This is the business model behind Netflix. Part 1. The original genius. Back in the late 1990s, renting movies was painful. You drove to stores like Blockbuster, hoped your movie was in stock, and then paid late fees if you forgot to return it. Netflix saw an opportunity. Instead of physical stores, they mailed DVDs directly to people's homes. But the real innovation wasn't the DVDs. It was the subscription model. For one flat monthly fee, customers could watch as much as they wanted without worrying about late fees. At the time, this felt revolutionary. And it changed customer psychology forever. Because once people paid monthly, they stayed subscribed even when they weren't actively watching. That predictable recurring revenue became the foundation of Netflix's empire. Part 2. The most important thing Netflix sells. Here's the crazy part. Netflix isn't really selling shows. It's selling convenience. Think about it. No schedules. No ads. At least initially. No waiting. No effort. Open the app. Press play. Instant entertainment. That convenience created habit. And habit became addiction. Netflix understood something most businesses miss. The easier you make consumption, the more people consume. That's why autoplay exists. That's why episodes end with cliffhangers. That's why the next episode starts automatically in seconds. None of this is accidental. Netflix is engineered to reduce friction. Because every extra second you stay on the platform increases the chance you remain subscribed next month. Part 3. The data machine. Now here's where things get scary smart. Netflix tracks almost everything. What you watch, when you pause, what you rewatch, when you stop watching, even the thumbnails you click on. And they use all this data to personalize your experience. Two people can open Netflix and see completely different recommendations for the exact same show. Why? Because Netflix isn't trying to show you the best content. It's trying to show you the content you are most likely to watch. That's a huge difference. The recommendation algorithm became one of Netflix's biggest competitive advantages. In fact, Netflix has admitted that personalization saves them billions by reducing cancellations. Because if users constantly find something interesting, they keep paying. Part 4. Why Netflix started making its own shows. At first, Netflix licensed movies and TV shows from other studios. But then, something happened. Companies realized streaming was the future. So studios started launching their own platforms like Disney+, Warner Bros. Discovery's Max, and NBC Universal's Peacock. Suddenly, Netflix risked losing the content people loved. So Netflix made a bold move: become the studio. That's why they invested billions into Netflix originals like Stranger Things, Money Heist, and Squid Game. Owning content changed everything. Because licensed content can disappear. Original content becomes an asset. And when a hit show becomes part of culture, people subscribe just to watch it. Part 5. The secret global strategy. One of Netflix's smartest decisions was thinking globally before everyone else. Instead of only focusing on Hollywood, they invested in international content. Shows from Korea, Spain, India, Germany, and something fascinating happened. People everywhere started watching content from other countries. A Korean survival drama like Squid Game became a worldwide phenomenon. A Spanish crime show like Money Heist exploded globally. Netflix realized great stories travel. This strategy gave them a massive advantage. Because instead of relying on one market, they turned the entire world into both creators and consumers. Part 6. The problem with the business model. But Netflix's business model also has a weakness. Streaming is expensive. Very expensive. Netflix spends billions producing content every year. And unlike social media platforms, users eventually finish watching shows. Which means Netflix constantly needs new content to keep attention alive. That creates pressure. More shows, more movies, more engagement, all the time. And now competition is everywhere. Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV+, Disney+, YouTube. Consumers are becoming overwhelmed with subscriptions, which is why Netflix recently introduced ad-supported plans and cracked down on password sharing. Not because they wanted to, because growth started slowing. Ending the bigger picture. Netflix didn't just change entertainment, it changed consumer behavior itself. It normalized subscriptions, binge watching, streaming culture. And today, almost every major tech company follows the same playbook. Keep users engaged, collect data, personalize the experience, charge monthly. The genius of Netflix isn't just technology, it's understanding human psychology. Because the longer you watch, the longer you stay. And in the attention economy, attention is everything. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the hidden psychology and business strategies behind the world's biggest companies. Because the most powerful systems in the world are often the ones we barely notice.